Hello and welcome back to National Busways West Scotland, here from the East Kilbride garage, just south of Glasgow, in City Bus Manager, where we are looking at VW40, one of the Renowns that we purchased for our initial services in East Kilbride, which are doing quite well, it has to be said. The services that we launched to start off are the 210 between Calderwood and Hare Myers, the 220 even, between Thornton Hall and East Kilbride, and the 221 between Thornton Hall and East Kilbride via the back streets, which is, for some reason, the most profitable route in East Kilbride. I don't understand it. I feel like the 220 would be doing gangbusters as with the 210, but here we are. We have a game that's a bit funky. So, previously, if I go back to Polmedy, which I've done some work in, we bought these gorgeous things, these B7L Right Eclipse Metros. Ignore that that's a B7RLE, it's a B7L, I did the template. Anywho, we are going to go back to the Renown, because this is just a trial, we're waiting on how these all perform. So we're going to get more Renowns for East Kilbride. Oh, hello, that one's going. That one is on a 108 to Newton Mearns Maidenhill. They should all be on 108s. But I'm waiting to see one start on a Bearsden run. Anywho, I've got two routes in mind today, and the first one we're going to start in East Kilbride. Let's just get Alpha Bravo 6000, our lovely shade of orange that we're using. And this one is going to be the 202. What is the start of this route called? I can't remember. That's the wrong spreadsheet. We're off to a fantastic start, aren't we? Stewart Field. There we go, Stewart Field. To St Leonard's. Call it St Leonard's. There we go. So Stewart Field's up here, St Leonard's over here. We're going to go the long way round. So let's get going. Time-lapse me, that was your cue. And there is the rather circuitous 202 between St Leonard's and Stewart Field. Starts, quick overview of the route, it starts in Stewart Field, comes down here at Lime Kilns Road. Why did I have... Anyway, Lime Kilns Road, down through here, in through Kittock Glen, then back out onto the main road to pop across and stop outside this neighbourhood, which is called Kittock Muir or Castle Hill Green, I don't know. One of them, through this industrial estate, has a stop out or near the bus garage. Then along West Mains Road, where it interfaces with the 1, down into the bus garage, then goes back out, down along the dual carriageway to the southern end of St Leonard's, goes around St Leonard's, around the roundabout, makes a terminus, and then goes back through St Leonard's, up the dual carriageway into East Kilbride, follows the 1 until it stops following the 1, where the 1 turns off the 1, the 2 even, I've been saying the 1 this whole time. The 2. I mean the 2. Where the 2 goes off this way, this continues along West Mains Road to head back the way it came. Through the industrial estate where it's got to stop outside the bus garage again. Past here, through this way. And then rather than going through Stewartfield and turning back the roundabout like it does in St Leonard's, it stays on the main road and then just sort of almost does something of a circular of Stewartfield this way, but not quite, if you get my gist. The reason for that is there's going to be a more direct route between Stewartfield and central East Kilbride, and it's going to do the circuit in the other direction. So starting at Limekiln Road, it's going to go this way and probably down something like that. Or it might go... Actually, that's probably what it will do. It'll be very, very direct. Anywho, that is the 202. Timetable time. Basic setup, as normal, I'll keep you guys with when it loads. So I'm going to look at running this every... Well, let's see what every half hour does. That's a nice baseline. Quite busy. Run it every 15. That's going to be quite quiet every 15, so I might run it every half hour off peak. Yeah, I like that a lot more. So that... Although, interestingly, it's got these demand troughs during rush hour. Maybe it's not very commuter heavy. So maybe if I did it every 30. It's going to be one of the less frequent services. So I'm going to set the timetable up using the advanced mode, and I will see you back. And there is the timetable for the 202 all done. It's quite simple. The route takes almost exactly an hour to do end to end, so there's only 1 minute of stand at St Leonard's and 2 minutes at Stewartfield. But that means we've got quite a low vehicle requirement of 608, 3. We only need 3. So I'm going to make a spreadsheet note of that as 4, just that I definitely always have enough buses. I'm currently looking away from the microphone. Okay, so the 202 needs 4, and I'll put an asterisk next to it to say that I've not bought the buses for it yet. So let's confirm that. Allocate that to East Kilbride and activate later. That's the 202. If we look at that on the map, you can sort of see where it is. It sort of snakes its way through East Kilbride. Our next route is going to be something a little bit quicker. We're going to do 2 routes today, and we're going to launch them at the same time. Because I knew that was just going to be a low PVR, sort of local back and forth. This is going to be, and I'm teasing you with the number 90 again, this is going to be the 190 between East Kilbride and Paisley. Because I don't know if I did this off camera or on camera, but we've got Paisley now. So we're going to go from the stop that's called East Kilbride, it's that one. And we're going to go this way, just straight onto this main drag. And we're going to head out of East Kilbride very quickly. And I will leave it to time-lapse me to take it away. And there is the very long Route 190 between East Kilbride and Paisley. It's a very direct route. It's got this decent fast section on it. Although it's got a few, it's quite a fast route as it is. It's a very fast route actually. So yeah, it runs pretty direct between East Kilbride and Paisley. I hope we can make VWs work on it. I really do. And I think if we make it every 15 minutes, it can. Yep, I think we can make VWs work on this just fine. So, I will see you when the timetable's made. Monday to Saturday. And the timetable is done. This is a very long route. It takes almost an hour end to end, and there really isn't much stand time on it. Except at the ends, where you've got 13 minutes at Paisley, and then 20 some odd at East Kilbride. Except on a Sunday, where there's only 2 or 3 minutes at each end. Although that helps the Sunday's vehicle requirement be only 5, where the vehicle requirement on a Monday, or any other day except Sunday, is, hang on, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You know? So, I think I'm going to buy 16 Renowns. So I'll have this down as 12 in my spreadsheet. But this, as per, will be assigned to East Kilbride and activated later. So 190 is 12 with an asterisk. There we go. So now I need to buy 16 Renowns, which doubles the fleet at East Kilbride. So let's buy Renowns with no passenger information system. And here we have our brand new doubled fleet of Renowns. That's quite a lot. And because of the BZLs, whoa, jumped into the future there for a second. Because of the B7Ls at Polmedy, these will be starting from VW 63. But also, we're going to be turning a corner. We're not going to be in the 90s anymore. These are going to be X-Reg, which is the year 2000, I believe. This is going to be X231? I don't know, X231. Oh, I forgot about how the fact that they all end in a specific way. Well, let's go with E. X231E. And then I've started like cutting to black while I do these sort of work, so I'll cut to black now and bring you back for the last one. And finally we have X246EGD, better known as VW78. Now these are the high fleet numbers that I like to see. Surely can't be far away from hitting VW 100. Just going to do a final check, make sure that everyone is correctly listed as a VW class. Appears to be the case. So there we are, we've doubled the fleet here at East Kilbride without adding a new vehicle type to East Kilbride's roster. So, you know, if you're a driver at East Kilbride, I hope you like a B10. Then again, who doesn't? So, with there's an environment day coming up, let's showcase our commitment to the environment and our bottom line at the same time by activating the 190 and the 202. There we go. They are lovely, lovely machines, and they won't be needed until tomorrow because it's 11 PM. So I'm going to manually assign them for tomorrow. 36 missing assignments. Assign our drivers automatically. So let's get these all in. I like to just go in just normal order. When I'm assigning manually, just normal order. As that way I sort of definitely know if I've got enough buses. Because if any don't assign when I've done this, then I definitely don't. Right, 12, 10. Yeah, we can do that. There's an 11:25 finish right there. This isn't going to be super efficient. This is not going to be the best use of our buses. But it's going to be a use of our buses. Probably more efficient than what the game can do, I won't lie. Really what I would be doing is pairing up sort of nice ones that are like 10 minutes apart. And working with it like that. And that is how I mess up sometimes. Right, so there's an 1835 that won't go. But this one will go. That 1855 will go, which is nice to see. There's a 1910 190, which will go. And a 1925 190, which will also go. So now I just have these. And I already see there's a 1920 finish. I already see an 1850 finish, which we can put this on. And then, is there any better? I actually don't think so. So we're actually short 2 buses in this allocation. But that will go. So just making out of the existing allocation, we can probably find... Ooh, now it's getting a little tricky. The game jinxed itself by being tricky and then not being tricky. That went just fine. Now if we go to tomorrow, should be even easier. Oh yeah. I bet there's loads that aren't doing anything, or if they are, they're just doing one shift. Yeah, there's one not doing anything, and how many have we seen only doing one shift that day? Yeah, there's one not doing anything, and most of them are only doing a single shift tomorrow. So that's good. I will cut to the morning and see you for the launch of the 190. Popping back to Polmedy to check on the fleet. There's a few broken buses. That was a worthy decision. And our first 190 has started. It is about 10 to 5 in the morning, so I don't expect this 190 to be super busy. But we're on our way to East Kilbride. We're now on the section of the route where we're not following any of the East Kilbride 200s. And that was a big pickup. The first departure from Paisley towards East Kilbride is following us now, I think. though I'm not sure. Interestingly, it thinks that way's faster. Oh, now it's taking back streets. This game, sometimes, you know, it should be following the main roads, because in real life they would have the higher speed limits, in theory. But, you know, the game's stupid, and we tolerate that. Sometimes it's funny, sometimes it's not. Well, to be fair, more often than not it's funny. It's a silly bus game. Let's be real. Anywho, we're doing quite well. This is reasonably busy, especially given the time. I'm quite impressed, and we're staying on time, which is quite confidence inspiring. Then again, it's 5:20 in the morning. Speed this up a bit. Let's get going. Now pulling off the section that we share with the 108. That was the fast section. Had some people on through there, which is nice. The 2 with its fast section isn't super busy, which is always a shame. I'm also reminded that it is a event day. It's an environment day, so passenger numbers will be inflated somewhat. Which, you know, absolutely typical. Of course the game does that. We're going to head back on the 6 o'clock. Which is now. Bang on time, as we like to see. So, as that 190 heads back in towards East Kilbride, it's a really long route. Let's check the 202. Which is really busy. Oh my god. Honestly, even if this environment day has had the impact of doubling passenger numbers, this is still really good going. This is really impressive stuff. I don't think I could be happier with how this route's turned out. This is so busy. I think we're going to have no problem at all hitting that ticket selling target today. 383,000. Maybe we'll struggle. No idea really. I don't know when that thing started counting. We carry plenty of passengers though. And now going up into St Leonard's. Carrying plenty of people around St Leonard's, which is nice. And dropping off as we go down the circuit, which is also nice to see. That's pretty realistic behaviour. And then, as we come back in through, picking up along the circuit. Good, the game's behaving properly. And then onto the dual carriageway, picking up into town still. Yes. And then at EK bus station, picking up. Very busy off East Kilbride. Oh, that was a busy stop. That stop's really busy, and I've been debating if that stop is really that realistic. And after seeing that, I don't think that stop is super realistic. So I might remove it from all the services that actually call there. And just force everyone to change at the bus station, which is what you would do anyway. The 202, massively busy route. Very happy with that. So I think as we near the end of the route, I'm going to call this episode an absolute success. And I will see you next week in Glasgow, and on Monday from the South Coast. Bye bye.